Hello, everyone, and welcome to or back to One Inspiring Word. I'm your host, and it's officially the third break I've had. So, I live in Texas, and we basically had winter break, right? And then so we had our normal 2 weeks, and then right when we got back, I went to school for 2 days, and then we got 2 snow days because it snowed like 3 inches. But like for Texas, that's like equivalent to snowing 4 feet, and then. So I didn't have school. And then I had one more week when we got back from that 4-day weekend. And then I'm on break again, so I have another 3-day weekend, which is crazy, but I'm loving it. And apparently it's supposed to snow on Tuesday and Friday again, which they're never gonna cancel school for. But, like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Anyway, I think it's time to get into the meat of this episode. And I'm kind of nervous, but that's just because I'm not really good at social events. Because today we're going to be talking about winter formal. Because I'm going to winter formal this Saturday. Okay, so first we're going to do the one inspiring word for this week. And in case you don't know, that's like a word this week I thought was inspiring or like instrumental in my life. And I'm a pretty boring person. So this week it's going to be pizza because I've had pizza so many times this week. First, I had it for debate. Okay, maybe I only had it for debate, but it feels like I had it like more often than that. And so for debate, we had it from this place. It was so good, and it was like a thin crust, but like the cheese was just super good, and like the crust was like actually, no, it wasn't thin crust. It was thick crust. The second pizza I had was thin crust. And it was just like so good. Like pizza is so good. And especially when there's like seasoning on it. I just like, I don't know. I could eat so much pizza. And then like, I feel like it's easy to get tired of, but that hasn't happened to me yet. So yeah, that's the one trying word for this week because it's a good food. It's a solid food. And I feel like it's just like when you're like in like an emergency or like you're in like a special event, there's always pizza there, which is great. Which also leads us back to social events because social events have pizza too. And anyway, so this week I have winter formal. And then so it's my first winter formal ever because it's my first year at high school. And then so I just don't like social events because there's always like dancing and like people like drink and stuff. Like last time for Hoko, people were like swinging shots around and like you would get like alcohol on you and like you could smell it and you could smell like weed too. It was crazy. And then so wherever the dance floor is, so they cram like basically like at least 400 people in. And then so there's like a bunch of people on the dance floor and then so all the seniors they're like super tall and then they'll like come in on certain songs so they call it the mosh pit because when you're in the mosh pit and dancing it like gets like super tight and it's like super easy to get like it's like if you fall they'll like just keep on walking like it's like kind of dangerous but also I'm just a loser. So I don't know but I I had this experience where like we were in the middle and then I fall down and the people in front of me all fall down and then like the people keep on moving back and that is like some it's like the scariest thing ever because like you hear on like the news things it's like oh my goodness like this person at like some kind of event there was a bunch of people that started stampeding and then they they died and that would be horrible at like Hoko. Also I just like I never know who to hang out with. And then that's gonna be the same for Winfo, because then you have like a day, and that's like a person that like you know I don't want to say anything. I just like we're just not like into each other. And like I do an example. So when we took our pictures together, because you know how people bring signs and stuff. So I like get close because it's like awkward if you're like really far away from each other. And then I swear he scooted away, which is not on him. Like he probably just like doesn't want to be here, which I don't think he does because he's really into fonts, and I'm pretty sure he'd rather be designing fonts than attending events. But yeah, Winfo. but I figured out my dress, and then like also there's a lot of stuff you would figure out. Like it's so expensive. Like you have to buy like a bouquet, and then you have to buy like a boutonniere, and then you have to buy like a dress. Like it's like I also go to a small school where like I feel like if I wear the same dress, like people are gonna know. And then like there's like stuff gets uploaded on Instagram, and that's also stressful. I haven't made an Instagram post yet because I'm not gonna do that. And then so I have my dress, and it's like this emerald dress. And then it's kind of short because like you're supposed to wear like a short cocktail dress, which I'm okay with because what that means is that you can get like a really cheap $10 dress and then people won't know. At least I don't think they know. But yeah. You know what all this reminds me of? Like first I try like I feel like I'm a I'm not an introvert. I'm like an extrovert. So like meeting people, but I feel like it's not like beyond the surface. And then that like makes hard at social events because I'm just like a loser. Well, okay, wait. I know, like, I know it's like annoying when people like, they're like really negative about themselves. And like, I think that's like bad because like you wouldn't tell your friend that. So why would you tell yourself, Like, I don't know. I've just been thinking, like, I, how do people have their lives together? Which they probably don't, and it just seems like it. But I have nothing on my resume, and like the thing I really want to do, I really want to do public speaking, but I can't do that at my school because my school doesn't let you do that, and you need your school to approve of you doing that and do like original oratory and things like that, which is like basically saying speeches. And then I'm also not good at debate, which is what my school does, and I like doing it, and it's fun, and I like going to tournaments, but that doesn't change the fact I'm not good at it. And also volleyball, like I just like I know I try to spend like an hour every day at least if I don't have practice. But then like I feel like that's not like paying off either. Like I feel like I like volleyball so much. I said this last year, but it sometimes it feels like it's not like me. Like this year, like I got a concussion and then like it's just like also playing time. Volleyball's like really hard. I get like all sports are hard playing time. Like have you seen like football? There's like 80 people on their team and like 11 people play. But like volleyball, it's just like really disappointing, I want to play more, but I get to play for like a couple points each time. And there's like 25 points in the game, so it's like kind of disappointing. And there's nothing I can do at this point though. I feel like I know, like people are always like, "Oh, nothing's established," but in sports, I feel like once you get past like you know, first 2 month things are established. And when you miss like one of those months, it's already too late. But I'm still gonna play, I'm still gonna like have fun. And what I've realized is that like even though I have nothing going good in my life, like you just have to go head first and it's okay to make mistakes. I've also recently gotten into reading because it's just like I don't know, it's nice reading about someone who's gonna get a happy ending. I don't understand people that like don't read books with happy endings though. But I just finished this book and it was kind of rom-com called This Time It's Real. I used to love reading too. Like I could like, but I feel like since I started middle school and I actually had like homework, I can't read anymore and it's really sad. But I think it's a rom-com and it was so good and it's about this girl. She's in Beijing and she ends up um wait, is that a spoiler? But she ends up dating this celebrity, which like would never happen to me or like a lot of people in the world. Like but that's okay. And it was actually what made it interesting is cuz I'm picky with books and sometimes it's just like they're not good. And like when you can predict everything, it's not good either. But that book was like really good. The way she just writes and then the characters like they're complex and like you actually don't expect it and like the humor is actually like funny. And I just like books like that are really good. I also have this book list. I also have a volleyball list. I know, but sometimes I'll randomly start art projects because that's something I don't really have a lot of time to do. But I'll do that, and then I created like this glittery Bible well, I created one Bible verse thing and it's about like who I am. But that's just for like when I'm lost and things like that. But I also created this glittery like book one and every time I read a book, I make like a little a little paper and it has like the title and it has like all of the, all the little papers look different, but I stack it on this chart and I have S tier, amazing, I want in my room right now. I also have like decent, would read again, and at the very bottom I have like nah. So in S tier right now I have like this book called The Bodyguard, Check and Me, Vicarella, which like I guess you can tell what kind of books I like reading. I also have like fourth, well, I probably shouldn't say that because it's like not the cleanest book. But I will say I did my best to skip the scenes, which I think matters because I like books for like the plot, and I like slower books too, kind of like because it feels like there's like an actual connection. Like in like This Time It's Real, it's not like the like characters meet each other and it's like boom, Because I feel like life's not like that. And then I have like under like nah. Actually, I shouldn't do that. Well, I mean, okay, I'll do that because like there's just some books that like I'll like that other people won't like. But like we have like um I don't know how to pronounce it. But the Diary of the Wimpy Kid thing? I had that whole series and I remember reading the first one I read. It was the third book and it's the green one and it's like the last straw and I was like, "Oh, I like this." And then so for one Christmas, I got like the whole series. I don't know why or why my mom decided to give me that cuz she's like kind of strict when it comes to books. Like once she saw me read a book and she it was called How to Speak Boy and then she flipped to the page it was on and then she saw the word crush and there was like this huge lecture. Little does she know. Anyway, but that's not important. And then so one of the like recent ones, Diaper Overload, I don't know. It's Roderick, you know how he like can't spell in the book? Well, it's like his band. I think that's what it's called. And I didn't like it. But also, this is like the 15th book. And I feel like it's just hard to continue a series for that long. But also, I've like gotten older. Like, I'm not like some third grader being like, wow, it's like the last straw. But yeah, I also have like in decent, I have Once Upon a Broken Heart. And I thought that was okay. And then I have like, um, wait, I had like really good, and that's like I want to read the series, and that I have like To All the Boys I Loved Before, and that was so good. And like The Do-Over, that was also so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and then yeah, I haven't really read a bunch of stuff. And literally I made this like it's called the 2023-2024 book tier chart. So I need to make another one, but yeah. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope everyone's having a great week. And this is just a reminder like, you have to make light of what you do and you have to enjoy it. Because even when things aren't going your way, you gotta keep on making art and then keep on going. Okay? You know what's crazy? Like, I think it's been 4 years since I started this podcast, which is maybe not right, but I think it is right, which is crazy, which is equivalent to the 4 viewers I have. One, two, three, four for each year, which is wow. Thanks for listening. Anyway, I'll see you next time, and I hope everyone has a great Chinese New Year. Not that people think that's important, but I know that's coming up. And then also, I have this huge math test. So I will update you on what happens, but I'm really scared. And then I did really bad on the final, so that brought my whole average down. But I like really want to do well. But also, I have no idea what's going on in this unit. So I need to spend like a couple like quality hours understanding and not like failing the test, because that would be bad. Um, yeah. Okay, I'll see you next time. And don't forget, you matter. What you say matters. What you do matters. And look at the big pictures. Because one day you're going to look back and you'll be like, wow, I had it real good. Or you'll be like, wow, like if this didn't happen to me, this good thing would not have happened. Just trust me, I've had a lot of those moments. Okay, bye.